Hello, we hope you're having a great day. Welcome to our second video where we cover some useful expressions to use not only for question 53 on a Topik exam, but in other situations in real life. Go check out our other video on expressions if you haven't done so already. In this video, we will look at other more interesting expressions that we can use. Let's get started. The first few expressions can be used when mentioning rankings. Mentioning rankings is a very good tactic to use to show comparison in your written answer. This can also be used as a point of discussion if you find that you are struggling to fill the word count. The first expression we will cover for this is 가장, 제일, 한 하는 noun. This is used to refer to what linguists call superlatives, something being the most something out of a range of things. The 하는 part refers to using the Korean grammatical point 니은, 은, 는 to turn a verb or adjective into something that can describe and or add information about something else. 가장 and 제일 can generally be used interchangeably without a difference in meaning. This means the most. One more time, the expression is 가장, 제일, 한 하는 noun. The example sentence is 가장 원하는 서비스는 건강검진이었다. Here is the English translation. Our second expression is 1위를 차지했다. We learned what 차지하다 means from the previous video, so this means that something accounted for first place. 1위 here refers to first place. We can see how this has a slightly similar meaning to being the most of something, but expressed in a slightly different way. The example sentence for this is 원하는 복지 서비스로 건강검진이 1위를 차지했다. Here is the English translation. You can actually change the number before 위 to change the ranking. So, 1위 is first, 2위 is second, 3위 is third, and so on. This can be used both within this expression and outside of this expression to refer to rankings, so feel free to get really creative. The next expression is 가장 높은 순위를 차지하다. We use this expression when talking about something achieving the highest rank of something. 가장 높은 순위를 차지하다. 높다 means high, and 순위 means ranking, so we can see how this meaning is created. The example sentence is 건강검진이 가장 높은 순위를 차지했다. Here is the English translation. The next expression is 꼽다. This means to choose. Both verbs in Korean and English are in the infinitive form. So once again, this is 꼽다 in Korean and to choose in English. This verb is generally used instead of 선택하다 when talking about surveys. Usually, 꼽다 is used in survey reports. This is an exception to the pi읍 verb conjugation rule in Korean. The example sentence is 대부분의 사람들이 건강검진을 가장 받고 싶은 서비스로 꼽았다. Here is the English translation. Our next expression is 그 결과로. This means the results show that. 그 결과로. As you know, 으로 in Korean is used to mean through a certain method or thing. So we just attach this to 그 결과 to create this meaning. This is a very good expression to use to show that you are going to start your first main point. The example sentences are 다음 주어진 그래프는 결혼을 앞둔 30대를 대상으로 결혼을 결심하게 된 이유에 대한 설문조사이다. 그 결과로 경제력이 30%로 가장 중요한 요소로 꼽았다. Here are the English translations. The next expression is 이가 가장 중요하다고 생각하다. This is actually a template, and this is used to mean to think of something as important. 이가 가장 중요하다고 생각하다. 이 or 가 is attached depending on whether something has a final consonant or not. For example, 사람이 or 학교 가. The grammar 다고 생각하다 is used to mean to think of something as something in Korean, depending on the verb or adjective you attach to 다고. Here, the verb is 중요하다. Put this all together and we can see how this meaning is created. Let's make this clearer with an example sentence. 20세에서 29세의 사람들은 건강이 가장 중요하다고 생각했다. Here is the English translation. 타고 생각하다 can be attached to a lot of different verbs and adjectives and can be mixed with adverbs such as 가장. We can see how flexible and useful this grammatical phrase is in both your written answer and in general situations. The next expression is 가장 높은 비율. This means the highest proportion. 비율 means proportion in Korean, and so it creates this lovely neat expression. We learned earlier that 높다 means high. Do you want to guess what the opposite word is? The opposite word is 낮다. You can replace this verb in this expression to refer to the highest or lowest proportion of something. The example sentences are 한국이 가장 높은 비율을 차지했다. Here is the English translation. 일본이 가장 낮은 비율을 차지했다. Here is the English translation. The next expression is 두 번째로 가장 높은. This expression is used when you want to mention the second highest in something. We already know what 가장 and 높은 means. 두 번째 means second, and 으로, as we said in the expressions part 1, is used in Korean to mean through a certain method or thing, so we can see how this meaning would be created. The example sentence for this is 미국은 두 번째로 가장 높은 순위를 차지했다. Here is the English translation. You can actually replace 높다 in this structure here. As we mentioned earlier, the Korean grammatical point 니은, 은, 는 to turn a verb or adjective into something that can describe and or add information about something else is being used here. You can use this grammatical point to substitute with other verbs and adjectives. This concludes our video on expressions. Feel free to have a look at our other videos on expressions as well. We hope that your Korean studies go really well. Thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다.